Alright, people, let me put y'all up on game. And this is for pretty much every fucking car that's out there. This is your alternator, right? Now, when your battery ain't charging, this 9 out of 10 is the problem. It's the alternator. The alternator charges the battery, right? So, when you think it's the alternator, 9 out of 10, it is not. I'm going to explain to you. There's a piece underneath here, which is this. This is called the alternator voltage regulator. This regulates the voltage that goes into the alternator that goes into the battery. Now, what happened is these tend to go bad. Now, it's easily a fixed thing. Now, when you call up and ask them for this piece, they will tell you that they don't sell this piece alone. They'll tell you that you gotta buy the whole alternator, which is bullshit. You don't. You can get this on eBay. You can get it from Amazon. But make sure you get the right part number, because there are certain ones that are different. Now, it's easy. 1, 2, 3 bolts that come out. These are the screws. Once you take them out, just an easy pull off. Just like that. Now, let me show you. This is how it looks when you take it off. Right? This is how it looks when you take it off. Just like that. This piece goes right here. Right? That's where it goes. It goes about right here. Now, these are the brushes. These are called brushes. I just pulled these off of this regulator right here. I pulled these off of this regulator right here. These are no good. I'm going to show you why. There's a brush. You see this? Trying to get it to sturdy up. Alright, there we go. Alright, you see that right there? These are brushes. Right? Those are not brushes. These are brushes. Sorry. These are the brushes. Now, the brushes supposed to keep in contact with this, just like this. Right? Now, what happened is, over time, these brushes get worn out. Right? These brushes get worn out. Now, there's 2 of them. One goes in the bottom, one goes on top. Over time, these brushes worn out. Now, they always have to touch in order for the alternator to generate power. If it don't touch, you're shot. Your batteries, everything in your car is going to go off, and your car is just going to die. Your battery's going to die. So these have to stay in contact with these brushes. Now, as you can see, these are worn out pretty bad. Now, I'm going to show you an example. I ordered a new piece, but it's taking too long to pull up. So what I did was, I ordered a new valve, but it's taking too long from eBay. So what I did was, I went on Amazon, and I just bought the brushes. Now, I'm going to show you how the brushes supposed to look. Right? These are how the brush is supposed to look. As you can see the difference. That's the difference. So when they tell you your alternator's no good, tell them go fuck themselves. Tell them that you just need a piece or alternator regulator. That's what you need. And once that new piece come in, it's going to come in with a new one just like this. Just like that. Now, you can see these are springs. You can go online, you can go on YouTube, and you can look it up. I just had a hard time finding one for my car, because I got the Mercedes. So it's kind of hard. They don't really have nothing online. So this piece, the wire, goes through the spring, the hole of the spring. As you can see, there's a hole at the end. You gotta drill them out. You gotta drill the old ones out. You drill them out, send the wire through, and you just solder it back in place, and you got new ones. I'm gonna show you how it's gonna look in a second. Alright. I try to fix it up as good as I can. Now look. You can see the old one, right? This is the old one. This is how the old one looked. The old one was pushed in all there like that. No contact with this at all. So what you do, you put on a new one. Try to zoom in. You put on a new one, which is supposed to extend far like this. Now when you put them on now, it's supposed, when you put them on, it's supposed to touch the bearing. I mean the shaft. Pause. What you see, it will touch. So that's all you gotta do. All you gotta do to pull off the alternator, simply 2 bolts. 1, 2. That's it. Take off the cover, 3 bolts. Take off this, 3 nuts. I bought a pack of these, pack of 4. Right, pack of 4 for $7. For $7. I got my soldering iron. All I gotta do is just solder this back in place, and that's it. Slap that back on there, and I'm good to go. Save me $400, $500 for a whole new alternator. This piece that I bought it for $67. I couldn't wait. My car been sitting for 2 weeks. That's too long. So go ahead and buy yourself $7, $8. I mean, you could buy some that comes with the spring already, and it comes with the back piece right here already, or you could just buy this piece right here, send it through the spring just like that. You see how it is? I sent it through the spring. Sent it through the spring, and all you gotta do, when you're ready, just pull it back, send it to the hole, weld it, and that's it. Slap it back on. You don't need to buy a whole new alternator. I'm telling y'all. Alternator voltage regulator. That's what you need for your alternator. You don't need the whole alternator. Trust me. I'm saying the labor work. Now, I mean, it took me about an hour to take the alternator out, only because I had to fight to get it out. But it was pretty much easy. I didn't have to take off no hoses, none of that shit to pull it out. I'm saying I had enough space. That's what I did. So after I knocked these out, put this back in, put that back in, put that back in place, zip this down. That's it. I'm good to go. I'm good to go. But yeah, man, I'll be back, yo. I'm saying with some more updates. But yeah, man, that's all you need, yo. The brushes for your regulator, for your alternator regulator, and that's it. You do not need a whole alternator, because these rarely go bad unless your car is shit old. If your car is shit old, yeah, then yeah, you might need to change your alternator. But if it's not old, bro, I'm saying it could be, you could have a old 2000. I mean, your alternator will still work. It's the brushes that go bad. Save yourself some money. And anytime you go to a mechanic and they tell you it's your whole alternator, tell them to check the regulator on the alternator, because 9 out of 10 or 10 out of 10, this is the problem. The brushes. But yeah,